That's really what that is.
Yeah.
I thought you were messing with me for a second.
No.
Hey, what happened to your muscle up prototype? Don't mention nunchucks.
These would not be pretty up against someone's head.
That's Molly.
I like that.
I don't know if you could ever find the blades for it.
I wonder if it would bother me.
Me, probably a little.
Yeah.
Not terribly.
Making the leap, huh?
Our first try.
Yep.
First 100 are the hardest, then it gets easier. We've heard.
That's what I hear. I don't know. I'm not there yet.
You're going to start on Lisa's side?
Oh, okay. Okay, you're all split up.
I tried to put everything together at once. No, you don't have to be instructed. You just like to look.
Oh yeah, it'll pop out at me.
Monster.com giveaway. So it's not a toy, but that nose comes off. It's usually missing.
So that's more modern, but it's
modern,
cool looking.
But I know you like things you haven't seen
Yeah.
before.
Oh,
so
mad scientist.
Yep. All 12 organs are in there.
How much is that one? 38. 30 bucks.
Yeah.
I'll do this for sure.
Okay.
That. That's cool.
We're excited and nervous.
Oh, it's fun, man. And this is a good one to do it at too.
Yeah. How are you?
Oh, kaleidoscope.
I hadn't seen those before. Radio Shack.
Oh, that's cool too. 1987. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little pile here.
Let me educate you on toys. Is that okay?
I'm always learning something, man.
We've never seen this.
That's pretty cool.
That's from the 20s, 1927. Babe Ruth was a spokesman for Athletic Underwear Company. This bat was small enough to fit in the box with the underwear. This one's just a regular old Babe Ruth bat, I think. But this one was in the underwear.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't even know if I wanted to sell it, but it was in the box with keepsies.
That's really what that is.
Yeah.
I thought you were messing with me for a second.
No.
How much is that?
50.
50. I think it's cool. I might do that.
20. Just go 100.
100 bucks?
That's fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
that.
Yeah, it looks like you have more stuff, so I'm sure I'll find something else
Put it in
too.
the truck for you if you need me to.
Oh, I'm parked right there. I won't
Not
be
your
in your way.
first rodeo.
I know what I'm doing.
I've never been to any rodeo.
I picked up a really cool little bundle from Bob and Lisa to start the morning. The first thing to catch my attention was the mad scientist dissect an alien with all 12 of his organs. Now, I do have this one boxed, but it's one of those pieces where the box is awesome and the actual loose figure itself is awesome, especially when it's complete. You can see just all its guts inside. It kind of makes sense to have both, especially when the loose complete one's like 30 bucks, which incredible deal. Couple more smalls like the Chuck E. Cheese hacky sack. Very, very 90s. And of course the knockoff Star Wars kaleidoscope. Kind of thought it was a flashlight at first, but it's definitely a kaleidoscope. I think I can line this up just right and you can kind of see what's going on. But the most interesting, definitely most unusual piece from that bundle would be the 1927 Babe Ruth bat from a box of athletic underwear, which I guess Babe Ruth was the spokesman for. Now, I'm not much of a sports collector, but it's certainly hard to deny the importance of Babe Ruth in the history of pop culture. The fact that this little giveaway is in this kind of condition and it's almost 100 years old, almost an antique, pretty incredible. I kind of just had to have it right away when he was showing it to me. Of course, you can't pick up a piece like this and not do a little research. Kind of did some digging. If you can actually find a box that this went into, maybe even with the underwear, it's a pretty special find right there. Something to definitely look out for. I certainly doubt there's a whole lot of those out there. But just having the bat from that promotion, I think that's pretty amazing. Not something you would normally see at a toy show or a toy swap meet, but I'm glad I picked this up. How much you have on that?
I had 40, but throw me an offer, man. If you want to look at it, if you want to see the...
That's a line that, I mean, I won't try to complete, but just have one would be neat.
Yeah, and then I guess the older series. I don't have. That's literally the only one I have now. And I guess this is one of the older, the older line or the newer line, whatever you want to call it. That
It comes after,
yeah.
It comes after Battle Beasts. Pretty neat.
Can you see it? I didn't know if you can even see it with the.
Oh, who knows? I can kind of see a kaleidoscope
You don't get
effect.
the light perfect. You can't really.
Yeah. A little
I double checked
there.
it last night just to make sure it was still good.
That's pretty cool.
Have you ever seen these?
Yeah, I got a couple. And a lot the other
probably
day.
the one that would have.
There's like comps on that for like $100.
You know, I tried to look. No, the one I saw on eBay, it has the tag with it. And I was like, I'm not going to try to sell it for $100.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
50. I'm like, somebody give me $20. I'm like, just take it. you
Right.
know? I had it in just the bottom of a container, and I was just like, maybe I'll just throw this in the dollar bin. I was like, I'm going to just look it up and just see if it is worth like $5. And I saw it, I was like, what?
It's silly stuff. What are those guys?
It's the Mutant League football.
That's what I
It was
thought.
a cartoon in the video game. This one was missing the head. But I mean, I think this one's more rare than this. That's the only why I put it in there, because I'm like, it's rarer than this one, but it's missing the head. But
Yeah. I got a couple pieces in a lot the other day for some of these.
that's kind of how it just kind of.
So like he would have a hand that shoots out or something?
Yeah.
wonder if
I said
that's-
he was like a quarterback, and I think it might be holding a football, maybe.
I wonder if that's what I got. I might have got the fist or something. How much are those?
I was looking for 20.
For the pair?
Yeah,
Or-
for both.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd prefer just yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think if I get rid of one, I don't think anybody's going to want the other.
Yeah. And then is that complete?
No, that one it's missing. I think these two things here, which it's missing pieces, yes, but
Yeah.
obviously it goes for more than what I was asking for it.
Okay.
If you had it complete, like I said, if you want a bundle, I'll make you a deal for all of it.
I would bundle these three right here.
Okay.
So you got 40 and 20. How about $50?
Sounds good, man.
Good. Thanks.
You sure you don't want to decide? I know it's not complete. And I know you're looking for the superpowers.
Yeah, I'm trying not to like piece them together. It doesn't excite me enough to piece them together.
Dude, I don't blame you. But I mean, at least if there was somebody new that could piece stuff together, it would be you.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
it's the point
it's
you don't
possible.
want to have to do it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like if I really loved the line or something, then
Yeah.
I might. But
Then knowing you probably have a toad or something. Probably.
yeah, probably. Thanks, man.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Hey, man.
Lately, I've really been enjoying the concept of just collecting with no real end goal in mind. Just if I see something and I like it, I'll pick it up with no preconceived notions about completing a line or going down rabbit holes. It's just, it feels really organic that way. Picking up one Laser Beast figure would be a perfect example of that. If you know anything about these, it can be a very expensive hole to dig yourself into. I have no desire to do that, but I liked this figure when I saw it. Figured it'd probably look great on a shelf. If I find more and they kind of strike me in the moment, I might pick those up too. But right now, I'm happy to have the one. Kind of the same concept with the Mutant League figures. This is a line that I was familiar with. It's actually not very expensive, so I may grab more of these in the future when I see them. Again, I'm not going to try to look for them, but if they strike my fancy when I find them out in the wild, then, I may pick them up. These were kind of incomplete figures, but went ahead and grabbed them both for, I think, $10 it was. Turns out that they come apart pretty easily, so I kind of just kit bashed this one figure together. He obviously has that cool skeleton face, so of course I wanted this guy for my skeleton shelf. Gave him some arms from this other fella, and this is just what mine looks like. I'll pop him over there with his other skeleton brothers and sisters, and that'll be his home for now.
Sí. This is an envelope for Argentina stickers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, have the mask. I have Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
like the Chromie, I got you.
Yeah, Chromie. I have Jurassic Park, Messenger.
That's pretty cool.
The Wonder Woman things are super cool too, if you like them. They're
Tiaras.
Tiaras. Yeah.
It's a tiara.
This is super cool. It's got the original portfolios from the 70s. These little things. Or 81, I'm sorry, not 70s, 81. Getting them all wrong. And then there's these party favors that are Batman. this puzzle and sticker. And then I got 3 of these. I might keep 2, but if you wanted one, I could do one.
Okay.
Just because I collect this super fun stuff too.
I like these 2 things a lot. Oh, is that Monchichi?
It is Munchichi. It's 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was my very first thing.
Munchichi. Yeah.
That was my first toy, and I still have it. It's like the only toy. Yeah.
45. Can you give me 40?
Absolutely, I will.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
love it, don't you?
I do.
It's great.
That's a really cool set right there.
It is a really cool set. It's super fun. Enjoy it. Okay?
Thanks so much. It's no secret that I've always been a sucker for rack toys. So when Krista brought out this box just full of vintage rack toys and party favors, I initially just kind of wanted to buy everything. But I really didn't know what I would do with all of it. So I tried to be good and just pick out a few pieces. Pieces that I thought were especially cool, like the 1980 Marvel Superheroes Parcheesi set. I just thought this was cool. It's got that late 70s, early 80s look to it, which was kind of the best time for superheroes, in my opinion, as far as the artwork goes, as far as the merchandise packaging goes. Thought that one was pretty neat. And then, of course, I picked up the Casper stamp set. This was made by Harvey in 1988. This just seemed like something I would have had as a kid. It's the right year. It's the right subject matter. I probably would have seen this in the grocery store, like Marsh or Kroger or something. And I probably would have asked my mom or my grandma for it, and maybe they would have bought it for me. But the most nostalgic and special piece, in my opinion, that I picked up would be the Monchichi Magic Slate. Magic slates are just where you take this little magnetic pencil or pen and draw on here, and then you can kind of erase it by lifting it up. I'm sure you've all seen them before, and there's really nothing special about it, other than the fact that my first toy that I do still have is this Monchichi plush with the sailor suit. Somehow it survived all these years. My mom saved it. She gave it to me several years ago. My wife made sure nothing happened to it, and I still own it to this day. Everything else from my childhood, toy-wise, is gone, but I still have my very first toy, the Monchichi. Is that his right there?
It was. So it's broken.
Oh, the gun's broken too?
Some barrel snapped off. Yep.
I might ask how much it is, because it could sit on the shelf for cheap.
Maybe I should put it up there for $2,000.
That looks like a California raisin.
Ghostbusters.
14.
What do you have on the IG-88?
For you? With the broken gun?
Yeah, broken gun, broken hand.
$40.
$40? It's pretty decent.
Get another hand for it. Got you on the 88.
It would sit on the shelf nicely. I can kind of tilt it a little bit.
Yeah.
Tilt it the other direction. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
How much on that period?
Froggy, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, buddy.
There's that front. 91. How much you have on that kite right there?
This one?
Yeah.
20.
$20.
Yeah, it's just the back that is like little grape that.
His face looks hilarious on that.
Yeah. I think it's 20 too.
Right on. I might grab that in a second.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Is this for sale or just the cards?
I would sell it, yeah.
How much is that?
I would put 500 on it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And that would be with everything that's in it.
Okay.
Those are Mardi Gras doubloons.
It's a binder reserve. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They all have Star Wars on them.
Gotcha.
You feel free to flip through some instructions and stuff in there.
Okay.
Originally $249, and now it's $500.
Stickers.
I know these companies are trying to find ways around by shipping them to like some of these countries where they're.
I love the shelf talker.
I had that one, which is unused. And I want to put it on my shelf, so I bought it. If I had to use it, I bought
Right.
it. Use it. I'm just trying to sell that one.
It's neat. It's really neat.
You see this one? That one's kind of fun too. It's modern, but still.
That's cool.
I think it's from the UK, based on where I got it from. But it's got the Kenner on there. It's gold. Looks pretty.
Looks neat, yeah. bucks. The Mattel Simpsons. $10 is awesome. I keep thinking about this just because it's...
How about 30? Or how about just take Nelson with it?
Okay, I'll do that. What are you asking on the parts, Boba?
I have 40 on it, but I'll take
40.
30. I bought it like that, but I only bought it for the rocket.
Yeah.
And the backpack, and I swapped my backpack out with that. So the backpack and the belt are probably worth more than that, but...
I'm gonna grab those two for now.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I have been on a huge A-Team kick lately, and the first thing I saw when I walked into this swap meet was the A-Team helicopter on Matt's table. It was $40, which was a good deal. It's missing 2 blades, which I just didn't know if it would bother me, so I kind of walked around for a while, gave other people a shot on it, but it just kept calling back to me. Aside from the missing blades, it's just so clean, so crisp. The decals are amazing on it. It's a really neat piece that you just don't see very often. Ended up getting it for $30, or maybe I paid $40 because I also got the Mattel 1990 Simpsons Nelson figure mint on card, which I think the white card Mattel line for The Simpsons is the far superior line. It's early, it's kind of weird, there's not a whole lot to it, it's not expensive, and I just think they're fun to find. But it was just the simple little bundle I needed to make the deal work on the A-Team helicopter, and it'll be a great placeholder until I find a minty complete one.
Bob, were you sitting this back here for a reason?
I just set it there to display.
Never seen that Die Hard game before.
It's got batteries in it, it works.
Does it? I am going to want the Thriller button, though. I didn't see that earlier.
There's 2 of them in there. They're both carded.
Okay. Those are neat.
I'm sorry. I saw the stickers, I don't think so.
That's cool. Did you have on this one?
I think it says 30,
okay.
20.
That's pretty neat.
A repeat offender like you.
I like the
system
Pac-Man
has
too.
failed you. Yeah, you can see there's 2 of those in there. The card in the back is not as good.
Oh, that's cool though. Those are neat. I love Thriller stuff.
Yeah, fun stuff.
All right.
They did a Beat It and a Billie Jean that were different colors, a yellow one and a
really?
blue one, I think. So now you need 2 others. I don't have them. Sorry, that's on me.
Got to complete them.
And they're rare. We know that word doesn't apply.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, yeah, like I see them a lot, not sealed, but sealed's cool.
Yeah.
Would you make a deal on all of them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
I think there's 11 in there.
I'm tempted on these 2 because it's the whole line finally.
Right.
Which I had those 3 recently.
I watched the cartoons on the was it early 90s, mid 90s.
I just... $90. All right, well, let's see what this comes out to. Okay, so we got 2 buttons, Pac-Man, Die Hard, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think anyone bought any, so there's 11 in there.
11. I would do 200 on these if you wanted to.
Okay.
Call it 150.
So is that 350 with those?
150, 350. Yep.
Yeah. That makes it a pretty good deal. I'll do that. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
I know we can get there. I knew you'd wear.
Yeah.
No, deflation. You taught me that.
Deflation.
I understand.
Of course, I had to make one more trip over to see Bob and Lisa now that they had everything pulled out of the truck, and made another bundle deal. A bigger bundle deal this time. Kind of in 2 halves. In the first half, we have this tote of sealed McDonald's Stompers, which, you see the McDonald's Stompers a lot. They're not nearly as valuable as retail Stompers, but to find this many sealed, I thought that was kind of cool, so went ahead and added those to the pile. Also grabbed the Gabriel Pac-Man Squeeze toy. You see it says Pac-Man on the back there. Just thought that had a really cool look, and it'll probably look nice with some Mad Balls. I'm a sucker for everything Thriller, so went ahead and picked up these 2 Thriller buttons on card back, which you don't see very often, but thought those were kind of neat. And the last part of the first half would be this die-hard handheld video game made by VTech, a branch of VTech called Playtech. Never saw this before, thought it was awesome. It does work. Get this on the microphone. John, move ahead. Anyway, just thought that was kind of neat and unusual, and it just really caught my attention. But the bigger part of that deal was picking up the entire line of 8 sealed figures from the Pirates of Dark Water. Pirates of Dark Water, I've had a few here and there in the past, even some carded. They're not crazy expensive or anything. There's not a huge collector base for them. I myself have kind of gone back and forth, but I've always just really loved the artwork on these. The figures are great too, so maybe something that I'd rather have loose. I don't know, just because the cards are so big, but the artwork is just amazing on these things. Picked up the entire line for $200, which is a really good deal. It averages about $25 a card. Sometimes you can kind of piece them together for cheaper than that, maybe $15 to $20 for some of the figures, but some of the figures are closer to like $40 or $50, so $200 all in, really good deal. Think about getting it just for the parts.
Yeah.
It's missing the rocket, but it's got the belt and this.
See, mine's nice and complete. The only problem with mine is it's missing one of the clips on the back.
Whenever I go to shows and stuff, I just not have any luck.
Heck yeah.
Ninja Turtles cosplay.
I had never, I hadn't had a set of those since I was probably 10.
Uh-huh.
And then the last 2 weeks I got both those sets.
That's funny.
I don't think I've ever seen a set in person
Man.
since I was 10.
That's why I used to look for it. Flea markets as a kid.
Yeah, those and
Nunchucks and throwing stars, yep.
Yep.
Just big knives and swords.
Well, that one in the case actually screws together and makes a staff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the chain goes down inside half of it.
Hell yeah, dude, you can be Donatello and Michelangelo at the same time.
It's pretty funny.
That's the better set. That's why I priced it higher. That's the kind of the price. Like if it doesn't sell again, I'm happy to keep it for some reason.
Do you say better set because like there's actually like a maker's mark and stuff on them, or is it just like the type of thing they are?
80s, plus they're
Do they still have enough kicking in them left?
Plus these are kind of like, they're not as good of a material, I don't think. I mean, I'm sure
Elliot would love these.
they still hurt
Oh
somebody.
crap! I can't buy them. Crap about Elliot.
These are more rubbery. These are like solid rubber, where those are metal. Those are almost like maglite material.
I love that we're all standing around looking at
so
nunchucks.
hard. It'd be like, hey, what happened to your muscle nut prototypes? Don't mention nunchucks.
50. How about 130? That way you don't have to feel bad about buying these. You can just have them for
They're free.
consolation.
There we go. Earlier, I did snag a pretty great deal paying $40 for the Parts IG-88, so I did figure I'd head back over and pay $30 for the Parts Boba Fett. These are the last 2 of the 12-inch Star Wars figures I need, and these aren't exactly collection ready or anything, but $70 all in, parts for the 2 hardest to find figures. Might as well go ahead and grab that because you don't see deals that good very often, especially with usable parts like the rocket pack or the belt, or I mean even IG-88's arms, because he still has one good arm right there. But the deal of the day from the toy show certainly has to be the nunchucks. Actually, 2 sets of nunchucks. I meant it when I said that this is exactly the sort of thing that I used to look for at flea markets when I was a kid. Nunchucks, throwing stars, swords, knives, anything ninja related, weapon related. That's kind of what I was looking for. I'm sure I'm not alone in that. This is definitely the better set of the 2. As you can see, it screws in and kind of makes a bow staff, or it comes apart and it's kind of a secret set of nunchucks. Like you said, they're kind of maglite material. These would not be pretty up against someone's head. But that's not the intention here. Honestly, the only thing I need to figure out is where in my vintage toy collection do I display nunchucks? That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. But until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye.